I don't really talk to my partner much about what I'm going through. I know it'll just upset him.
I try not to talk about my illness in front of the children. I don't know how much they understand, and I don't know what to say, but they can obviously tell something's wrong. Josh asked me if the doctors had fixed me yet. I had no idea what to say.
So, Greg, we heard from both Marie and Andrew how concerned and afraid they were of upsetting their loved ones. So, Marie talked a lot about her children, and Andrew was pretty sure that his partner would definitely not cope with him sharing more of his experience. What would you say to them about that?
Hearing what Andrew is talking about, I really recognize this as something super common in people who are unwell and in intimate relationships, where one partner comes and says, I can't really talk with them about my illness because I worried I'll upset them. And the other partner comes and they say, I don't want to upset them, so I don't really talk about their illness a lot. And what they're both doing is assuming that the other can't cope with that discussion, where in reality, we can really cope with a lot more than we think we can. And so I always recommend that people open up a much more genuine and open conversation, name the fears that they have themselves, name the fear that the other person might be experiencing, and validate one another. And it opens up a much more genuine and supportive relationship. If you find that you're struggling to do that, I really suggest that you make contact with a specialist counselor or psychologist or relationship therapist. Go and see them as a couple and use that presence of another person to talk about some of those things that you find really difficult.
So Marie's dealing with something which I think is really common to parents who've developed serious illness, and very understandable that she's worried about how she's going to communicate with her children around her illness and what effect that might have on them. So I wonder if you've got some advice for parents who are going through something like that.
Absolutely. Firstly, it is one of the most scary things for a parent is to consider that their children might be in some way upset or harmed by anything that's going on. And I think for Marie, just to remember that just being concerned is a good place to start. And then to have a sense of maybe my children are thinking something, maybe they're feeling something, let's find out. So making sure that you ask your kids how they're getting on. Once you find out what they're saying, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, you can then respond accordingly. For example, if a child has an understanding of the situation which involves them thinking it was their fault, you can very easily reassure them that that's not the case. So check in with your kids, see how they're getting on, and respond from there like any parent would. Another point is that no parent's equipped with all the ins and outs about how to help a child at a time like this. And you're not supposed to know, nor are you supposed to be able to do it all on your own. So don't hesitate to involve close friends, family, professionals, teachers. There are loads of people out there that can help you have these conversations.
Experiencing some anxiety or negative thoughts is a normal part of the cancer journey, but doesn't have to have a serious or long-lasting impact on your life. Help is available, so please speak to your cancer team, cancer charity, or support organisation for more information about cancer specialist counselling.